Real quick, before we get into this one, I have some terrible, terrible news. My level 100 barbarian, hardcore barbarian, has passed away. Rest in peace, big man. Yep, we went in on Uber Lilith, and she bent us over her knee and smacked our ass red raw. So that's 164 hours down the drain, but we're going to go again. And I thought, why not share with you guys the leveling method that I used to get back into World Tier 3 so quickly? Because it seems to surprise a lot of people on stream that I'm able to do so. And it's really quite straightforward and quite simple. So we're going to go over it real fast here. But before I do, if you are a new player, if you've not done the campaign, if you've not done like your renown and stuff like that, I don't recommend this. It's boring as hell, and it fast tracks you through most of the things that you're supposed to be enjoying with the game. So go do those first and maybe do this on and off. But for everybody else, let's take a look at the dungeon that we're doing here. And it is a dungeon, but it's a little bit more than that. So I'm going to get into it. It's in Fractured Peaks in the southeast here. It's Dead Man's Dredge, so we have instant access to this dungeon. If we get the campaign skip, or even if we just like walk in from the sort of prologue to the game. And I'll quickly show you a section of the dungeon, but the long and short is that it is a very well packed dungeon, lots of pretty easy to kill mobs in good densities, and a lot of guaranteed elites as well as no boss, which is a huge plus. Saves a lot of time when you don't have to kill a boss. And what we're going to do is we're going to come in here and we're just going to kill every enemy, finish the dungeon, and then TP out. Now, I won't go through and kill everything here. I'm not going to put you guys through that and waste your time. So for the purposes of demonstration, let's just say we finished the dungeon now. What we're going to do is leave. So many of you know there is a delay between when you leave a dungeon and when it resets and you can do it again. The good news is there is a lot of stuff around the entrance to this dungeon that we can do to pass the time. We can either come out and go to the right, and down here, there will typically, there isn't one at the moment, but there will be a public event just here in this corner of the map. Now, if you do that and then come back to the dungeon, 9 out of 10 times it will have reset already. So that's it. You can just go in and out and you're good to go again. Otherwise, if like now there's no event up, you can come out and there are some very, very big packs of mobs here for you to go ahead and kill. There doesn't seem to be any here at the moment, which is very bad for my demonstration, but usually there is a ton of enemies outside of here. You can see there's still a couple of them knocking around. They're not bad packs, but ultimately what we're really trying to do is work our way over to the cellar here. And we're going to do this instead of the public event. Now again, after you've done this, you can just leave, go straight back into the dungeon, and it will have reset. And this is a cycle that you can keep up very, very well. Like it's always one or two of these things are going to be up at any time, so there's no downtime whatsoever. A lot of people like to do Core Dragon, but that involves like logging out, and to be honest, those enemies can be a little bit dangerous, especially if you're playing on hardcore, which I am. So this is my preferred method, and honestly the leveling time does not feel all that different. For reference, usually if I'm not distracted, if I'm just powering through it, I can do 1 to 45 and get back into World Tier 3 in about 5 hours. If I'm playing a particularly crappy build, maybe more like 6. But, you know, if you're playing a class that isn't the Barbarian or the Druid, let's be honest, you're probably going to do it even faster than that. And that honestly is it. Like, that is more than enough to get you back to World Tier 3. And then you're back into the end game in a way. So this is how I've been doing it. This is how I've done it on like 10 of my 14 barbarians that I've leveled over the course of the game and the betas. I'm on hardcore, so I don't want to go AFK with these guys here. But yeah, that's it. If you have any other suggestions, if you know anything better, actually share it with everybody in the comments below. God knows people want a fast way to level. And if you liked the video, give it a like, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you on the next one.